to actually equalize in the early stages, but I feel like Team Vamos has got a super duper strong early game proposition.
Speaking about speed though, and early, you might have cursed it just a little bit. Arrow 404 now has to swing around and dance.
Because of this player.
Can the Maestro do it again? Make Team Vamos dance to BTR by Vitality's tune. And so far, they're going to be the ones holding priority for this turtle. But the entry with the Detonus welcome plus the flicker, Nile is going to be able to secure this turtle. BTR by Vit get more kills. Nile gets traded out. That's a kill for Error 404. But the members of Vamos now have to back off as Moreno, the Maestro,
BTR just punished them heavily because of their decision making. And right now, everything that we've said about the composition of Team Vamos is down the
throw
drain.
everything towards the Belleric. And in the end, the Belleric still survives. Advantage now for Vamos. Detonus welcome. Perfect catch onto one. That's Nile down Vamos. It's finally clicking for them.
What I want to say though about the Detonus welcome white is very tricky as Moreno gets taken out. Probably another Detonus welcome as we saw it's on cooldown.
Siska,
oh,
force the flicker out. Sorry. Yeah, Nile. Oh, Detonus welcome. This is gonna buy time for, well, for himself, but he's still gonna be able to get taken down here by BTR by Vit. As Vamos now just decide to hold off, push back. Team Vamos looks good for both.
Arrows not landing. They all fin with the initiation right now. They caught the Fanny as well. Oh, what a mistake around from Team Vamos, and the shutdown was there. Finn, oh my goodness, what an initiation coming out from the Wrath of the Dryad, and of course the Flicker. And they caught the Fanny with it as well. The damage coming out from there was just too much.
And now BTR will have the lead into this. Arrow 404 wants to get his purple buff. The Nile Hirara, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be able to steal it away, but now they're going to be forcing a fight as Siska finds himself in a really good angle. Detonus welcome, not going to be available just yet, still coming in. Just utilized. Here comes the catch, the grab, but Shogun is going to be able to purify. Error 404 with a shutdown onto Nile. Sweeping in out of nowhere. It looks good for them, but they are still facing the Barretts. A quick -1. Reno lands an arrow. They're bringing the Barretts down low. Charges up the Detonus welcome. Already CC music. Eve goes in, and it finds the Belleric. Here comes Arrow 404 with the sweeps, with the dance. Zekif gets left behind. Nile, though, gets caught out. BIGETRON as Vamos look to get this Lord, but BTR are not going down without a fight. They are stretching this out to see what they can get. That's the perfect entry again by Finn, and Eman is free with the free hits, but Error 404 is still alive, and with a Fanny up, Vamos gets the Lord. Eman wants more, and he gets another one. Make that two, and it lands the Abyssal Arrow. Previous games, especially the grand finals of MSC, it hasn't been snowball. It's just been a slow, as you mentioned it, tug of war. And there's another tug of war where Reno, he wanted to start things off with the Abyssal Arrow, but he gets punished. He gets brought down to 50% health. BTR by Vit are playing really well with the knowledge that the Fanny could just come out of nowhere. Siska already getting poked down. They're trying to force out the Detonus welcome, anything, so they can build advantage. The Abyssal Arrow will not land up to anyone. They force out the Flicker. Shogun and Emma go forward, but it's the needles from Muddles and Melissa that's sending them back. Emma is desperately trying to stay alive, and he does. The free hits and the collapse by the rest of the team around him. BTR by Vitality, just like that, have advantage for this Lord Wolf.
And at the Wrath of the Dryad, the stun! The Kudex with it! This is gonna be the go away, but will be taken up by the door with the first damage, but Moreno cannot be stopped, so is Eman! BTR by Vitality have outplayed Team Vamos. Air 404 in the middle. And that will be enough to actually stop BTR by Vitality. Air 404 gets the Mortality, but one kill on the pin, gets double! Error 404! Team Vamos, there's really not much system in what they're trying to do, but they're winning because of what Error 404 is trying to do. Win more.
Now here comes what could potentially be the final fight. Error 404 fights it again, but he gets stunned, speared into the wall. A shutdown for Nile. Vamos still has their Melissa. Vamos, and they're not going to be able to get this turret. With the entry by BTR by Vitality, Moreno's trying to find an angle. SOD lands. Here comes Eman. Natko trying to get away from all of this as BTR by Vit are pushing Vamos back. Moreno with a kill onto Zekif. Now through the clouds. It's going to be coming here. Vamos might have just bitten off more than they could chew, but it's a turnaround. Natko is free. BTR over chase. The Abyssal Arrow lands, but it will not be
Pull
enough.
up your screen drag right now, Air 404.
He sees him in the mid lane. They try to bait him out, but they're just too slow. He pops Moreno easily. You see Clockhood. They've got him behind enemy lines. They've broken the formation. The stun off onto Eman. Here comes Decisive. A perfect entry. Plus the Deathless welcome as well. The taunt by Finn to keep BTR by Vitality alive, but they might have just delayed it. Eman is getting blasted by this Melissa.
Just that war of attrition, the tug of war, they have won the Lord Ends.
BTR wants to build advantage for this defense. They pop the glue, but look at Nako going wild. And that's a Deathless welcome. A perfect catch by Siska. And BTR by Vitality are delaying, but it seems like it's inevitable. 2 members remain. Error, Nako, Zeke, Siska, and Clockun have pulled and broken the tension. They win game 1. It really might just have to be go next for them, but let's see. Doesn't look like they have any more room to pull out any surprises. They get the Lapu Lapu, an offensive tool that is burst damage, and the agility for that extra movement speed boost.
Okay. Is this a kill? Moreno? No. That was weird, but the taunt was masterful now.
Niall?
Go for the dive. Actually survived, so not for long. Arrow 404 is ready.
Damage to the turtle whatsoever, because they know that might help Niall's cause in getting it. Clockun gets found out. Niall gets a kill. Here comes Siska with the damage. He gets the stun off and he finds Niall.
And again, Arrow 404 is already level 6.
Good zone out here by the glue and the Uranus. Can BTR by Vit get the turtle? The answer is yes. Shogun goes down to Siska. That's a pullback from the glue. Clockun gets the ultimate of the glue. Are they going to be able to make something out of it? Let's see. He gets a little bit closer, blazing to wet. Nako goes in.
Less levels compared to Air 404. To be fair, Air 404, they decided to go for the Uranus, which is a very tanky target rather than try the 2, but on the backline still gets another kill onto Clockun, back to back, and now Moreno is in trouble with the deadly magic. Can he survive? No.
And let's see if he's going to be building towards a more aggressive route, considering the early start that he had. That's going to be a cash onto Zeke, and it is clean. It takes a bit of time, but the Belleric finally falls to the glue and the Hirara.
Typically, we see Hirara players to be a little bit more passive, but Niall is just more aggressive right now.
It's gonna be another fight breaking off. Already committed the ultimate did Zeke. Vamos still has the raging slashes from the Lapu Lapu ultimate. Zeke miraculously gets the last hit on the turtle.
Being that fight Siska being so dependable as this Lapu Lapu, even defending the bottom lane, committing his ultimate, and will survive for a little bit more. Now Clockun might be here. Oh, what a slowdown coming out from Shogun.
Seems like he didn't have trouble farming. They're now going to try to go for the cross-map split trade, but it's going to be BTR by Vit winning that. Moreno is going to be paying for it.
Now for now, so this is a pretty even fight between 2 junglers.
Well, there's some more axe as well for Emma. So Melissa Niall gets spotted and blasted out. Vamos, they were the ones more decisive this time around, but here comes Emma. Oh, but Siska! He lands the stun, and the raging slashes onto Emma, forces the Melissa back, forces the go away already, but the combo from Moreno is enough to take the Lapu Lapu down. Emma is able to survive. Arrow 404 gets that turtle. BTR by Vit are going to go in for the chase towards this Belleric. Zeke has the movement speed, and he'll be able to get out.
Team Vamos have the great initiation to take out Nail. When we talked about, I just said that it will be free, but now Arrow 404 getting taken out. Finn, an amazing initiation, and of course Moreno being ever so dependable. They want to go for the Eman kill right now, but Eman has already together, then split when the Lord is about to spawn. But that means that Zeke will be taken out, or will he?
Oh! He had a flicker, he's able to get away. Clockun and Siska here, Nako with a blazing duet right after Eman. Can he finally take him down? He's going to be able to get away just in time.
In fact, the Lord could be blitzed down by BTR.
It's because he'll play utilized by both, just so Shogun can get in position. Niall gets spotted out. Deadly magics. Does he have the iframe? Yes, he does. He's going to be able to survive it. And now BTR by Vitality. They look like they're going to be able to punish Vamos. That's another blazing duet entry by Nako. Can he actually survive it this time? But the question is, can he actually get anyone? He gets no one.
Wanted to go in against Eman once again, but they failed. They might not have lost anyone in that exchange, but now they will. Error taken out. Moreno with the stun, and now they push the turret. Now they can go for the push. Now they can go for the dive. They want to go for Siska this time, and the hero now dives back.
The jump onto Emma and a jump onto Nile, but no, it was a quick stun from the Eudora and a combo to change it all around. How's that for a Melissa game? A taste of your own medicine, courtesy of BIGETRON by Vitality.
There actually, for a lot of poke. But yeah, Eudora is the safest. I feel like they still went for the Farsa. All right, so it is a way to poke
on the glue. He's not going to be able to get that. It's their turn to try and get a bit of a clap back, but now they're going to be forced to get back out of there. But the burst by error is enough. The ultimate of the Farsa is on the clock, so maybe they'll be able to find Shogun up top. He's immobilized, and he gets turned. He is. Siska there now for the body block. Feathered airstrike utilizing the center of the map so that Clockun will not be able to join in, or excuse me, make that Eman. Team Vamos gets turtle number 2, but BTR by Vitality are finding bodies, but Clockun finds Nile. A kill for Vamos. And that's make it 2. That's another one. Little shurikens, the Hanabi could be their doom, but on the top side of the map, that's going to be a play by Nile and Shogun. They're not going to be able to take down Siska. Here comes Air 404. Now he's going to be able to blink out of that space of escape. Here comes the retribution. The burst. Still, Siska jumps on the hat so that Nile gets taken out. They tried to make a play.
What a big back and forth. BTR, they're feeling their damage, their initiation, but they just can't keep on attacking. They just can find the target. Now Zeke eventually falls after the chain stun.
One can start chaining kills together for Skypiercer stacks. They might find one. Here comes Finn, the entry. Moreno does not have his feathered airstrike. No, he just used it. He has it with him. Could it be stack number 1? Yes, it is. That's 20 for Eman. That's going to be another counter burst by Clockun, who's going to be able to take on the Farsa, but that's a double for Eman. This could be 3, and it's the snowball of BIGETRON by Vitality.
They want that to be forced out because they can trade properly. Top lane.
No.
See that? Oh, big shot, big kill on Siska actually. Onto the back by Error. Wants to go for a kill. Gets a kill onto Moreno, but he's gonna be shut down by Shogun.
Trying to take down Eman.
Oh, 3-man stun. Ganotkacha will not be able to pop the ultimate, but the torn apart memory. Yeah. Look at this Shogun from the right side. They want to go in for the quick kill onto Finn. Renmar, look at this Shogun with the initiation. They have found Zeke and they have the damage. Of course, it's going to be a Skypiercer again.
Alright. Still, the Hanabi holds on. Clockun does have the ultimate of the Ruby. They force the flicker out of Eman. Can Clockun find some magic with the stolen? I'm offended. Cannot get close enough. Zeke gets punished. A little bit too early there. I think they just wanted.
Yeah,
so it should be maxed out already.
Yeah, it should be maxed out.
Okay, entry. Okay. AOG. They get the stun onto it. That was a brave attempt. That was an attempt of all time. But Team Vamos might be able to make something out of this through their Hanabi. But no, I might have spoken too soon. That's despite Nazca being able to get the free hit. It's not enough in terms of the damage department. The Skypiercer onto Eman, who gets punished through the entry of Zeke. Without this Hanabi, because they hold on. He gets taken aback. Siska gets dive. They might just get marked by the Brody and torn apart memory to finish it off. Here comes the entry by BIGETRON by Vitality. They throw everything at Natko, who's trying to survive. He finally makes it to the respawn point just in time. And here comes the turnaround by Zeke.
Everything that Eman has, they have taken out Moreno, but it's not going to be enough.
Oh, Shogun!
The jump, and it comes down with a lot of damage. They have eliminated in the race to Natko for a endable angle. Clockun wants to go in with a stolen again. Ultimate. It's enough to clear out the minion waste. They wants to go forward. Now Air 404 receives the deadly magic, survives for now. Finn has to go back. A close range ultimate coming from Zeke. Eman will be able to run away from that one. The base is low. The members of BTR knocking on their doors. Oh, Error 404 bite the deck and he falls. That's it. BTR gonna advance.